No, whether you're into sports or not, you have to admit there's a lot of great stories that can come out of it, a lot of stories of inspiration, great comebacks. We have obviously the Miracle on Ice as an example when USA defeated Russia back in 1980. Kerry Shrug winning the Olympic medal virtually on one leg. Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn taking down the Yankees to win the pennant in Major League. And, Lance Armstrong, who overcame cancer to, okay, maybe he's not the best example, but I just got a chance to see Bleed for This, another inspirational, great story in sports. Does this live up to the billing? Let's find out. And with that, I'm welcoming you to another episode of The Romento, where my goal, as always, is to enhance your movie watching experience. So Bleed for This tells the story, the incredible true story, inspiring story of Vinny Pazienza, of course, the Tasmanian Devil. He was, for those unfamiliar with him, this is back in the 80s where people actually give a shit about boxing. I know this doesn't happen anymore, but I was fortunate because I grew up in an age where boxing, what is in its heyday in the mid to late 80s. Of course, we had Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hitman Hearns, Roberto Duran, the Hands of Stone, Sugar Ray Leonard, Iron Mike Tyson, just to name a few. So Pazienza, of course, was involved in a vehicle accident shortly after he won his second world title, and it left him with a broken neck, in danger of not walking again, much less even fighting again. And everyone kept telling him it wasn't going to happen. But he overcame that. This is a guy who had a halo screwed into his head to forego surgery to give him a chance to box again. And he did just that. He came back and won another world title. Now, Miles Teller, who we're familiar with if you've seen, unfortunately, Fantastic Four, but he was in Whiplash. Does a great job of playing this character. This is the best I've ever seen him. He really kind of lives the role, and he actually bulked up, so he looks legit. Cause he's actually a pretty thin guy, Miles Teller is, so he bulked up. He looks legitimate. You can tell he got really into his role. It just surprised me, but you saw what he did, the dedication he did in Whiplash. This is very similar, and it's a great role for him. So actually, I'm not going to go as far as to say this is an Oscar-nominated role, but he did a very, very good job. And he's not alone here. Aaron Eckhart, who plays his trainer, was great. It's got submerged into this role. And you can almost even tell it was him. It didn't sound like Aaron Eckhart, didn't look like him at all. And he was great. And the chemistry between those two is fantastic. They really carried the movie. Now, don't get me wrong, this movie isn't exactly a KO. Yeah, pun intended. But it's close. It's a really well done film. Again, it's inspirational. But the problem with some of the issues I have with this is, again, it's a paint by numbers kind of movie, whether a true story or not. A lot of these sports movies kind of follow the same formula where he goes to the top, falls down, and comes back again. And they wouldn't tell the story otherwise. But so it's a little bit cliched. Again, the director, I think Ben Youngston's his name, hasn't done anything since Prime back in 2004. I don't think he really kind of nailed the inspirational part down. Didn't give us that emotional punch a movie like this deserves to really kind of put it over the top. But all that being said, it's still a very well done movie. It's an incredible story. It's inspiration. Of course, this guy virtually in danger of not ever walking again, and he goes back into the ring and defeats one of boxing's best at that time after the injury. So it's really well done. Like I said, it's not going to win any Oscars or anything like that, but it's still worthy of your time. If you're a boxing fan, definitely go watch this movie. I wouldn't go as far as say you guys will run out to the theater and watch it, because there's a lot of good movies at this time of year. But definitely catch it with a theater. Try to catch it at home. This is a great movie to watch at home with Netflix or video on demand or whatever the case is. So Bleed for This, you guys are going to watch. You guys boxing fans, let me know. Comment as always. And of course, don't forget to subscribe below and feed my need to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.